Throughout the last century, mass shootings have become an epidemic in the United States.
And 2 other weapons, enough ammunition to last 2 hours.
Amid the gunshots and bomb blasts, hundreds of students ran for their lives.
On the campus of Virginia Tech University.
The gunman, if there is one gunman, is dead.
He also told them the movie theater, his apartment.
And just before Marjorie
obtained by the Austin American.
Hear the shock and panic in their
mass shootings have taken thousands of lives and thousands more injured. These events have become a serious, consistent problem in the United States. And learning the cause of these disturbing events, and more importantly, how to prevent these from happening, has been the topic of discussion and debates in U.S. politics.
What is the solution to mass shootings in schools?
More protection for our children, not creating a prison environment. We need to make sure that they understand that the police are their friends and they're there to protect them. Education is what's going to empower everybody, so we need to educate them on all levels, not just firearms, not just school security, but how to take care of themselves and each other.
I was one of those kids who was trained that way and raised that way, not to be super dramatic about it, but things took a turn for me, and I could have been one of the kids on the other side of that gun.
For this Disturbing Song episode, we're gonna time travel all the way back to 1979.
To California Youth Authority custody until she's 25, then go to state prison.
Today we're gonna talk about the disturbing background of Boomtown Rats, I Don't Like Mondays.
Tell me why I don't like Mondays. Tell me why I don't like Mondays. Tell me why.
A handful of our people, with their lives, have made our life impossible. Not only we're in a compound situation, those who have left and committed the betrayal of the century. There's no way to detach ourselves from what's happened today.
Hi, I'm Izzy Osborne. Welcome.
Here I come. Oh, here I come. Oh.
There's a lot of disturbing songs out there, and I'm here covering all of them. 2 artists writing about true crimes and the perspective of the killers, victims, and even unfortunate experiences they have to deal with, to even sampling real-life audio of the mass suicide of the Jim Jones town.
Let's fill this atmosphere with warmth and love.
We're in episode 9 of Disturbing Songs, I Don't Like Mondays. Enjoy! The Boomtown Rats are an Irish wave band formed in 1975 from Dublin, Ireland. The members of the band are Bob Geldof, Pete Briquettes, and Simon Crow. I'm sorry if I pronounce the names wrong. Past members are Gary Roberts, Johnny Fingers, and Jerry Cat. Initially known as the Nightlife Thugs, then the group changed their name into Boomtown Rats, which was taken from the name Woody Guthrie's boyhood gang. They had a series of Irish and UK hits, including Like Clockwork, Rat Trap, I Don't Like Mondays, and Banana Republic. Robert Frederick Zenon Geldof is a singer, songwriter, and political activist. Geldof is widely recognized for his activism, especially his anti-poverty efforts concerning Africa. He founded the charity supergroup Band-Aid to raise money for famine relief in Ethiopia. They went on to organize the charity super concert Live Aid and the Live 8 concerts. The Boomtown Rats and Geldof was well known for his charity works. However, I recognize Geldof's face from somewhere else. Bob Geldof starred in Pink Floyd's The Wall. Fun fact about me is Pink Floyd The Wall is one of my favorite albums of all time, and if you haven't seen Pink Floyd The Wall's movie, it's one of the most beautiful, surreal films I've ever seen, and it is also one of my favorite movies I've ever seen. Please go check it out after watching this video if you haven't seen it. On the morning of Monday, January 29, 1979, San Diego, California, at Cleveland Elementary, children were arriving and lining up, waiting for 53-year-old Principal Burton Ragg to open the gates of the school. As the children arrive at the school, it seems to be a normal, regular day. Unknowingly, across the street, there's a house with 16-year-old Brenda Spencer with a .22 caliber rifle about to commit a cowardly act.
Someone is watching. Suddenly, a crack reverberates through the air. No one's quite sure what it is. Maybe a distant firecracker. But then, a little girl falls to the ground.
Spencer began shooting and injured 8 children. She began with a 9-year-old Cam Miller, since he was wearing Spencer's favorite color, blue. Spencer shot and killed Principal Burton Ragg as Ragg and a teacher, Daryl Barnes, heroically tried to help children. Another hero, 56-year-old custodian Mike Shinar, was killed by Spencer as he was pulling children into safety. I would like to give a moment's silence for these 2 men's bravery in protecting the children by risking their own lives.
Minutes after 16-year-old Brenda Spencer started shooting, police officers arrived at the scene ready to take any necessary action in order to avoid any further bloodshed.
After firing 36 times, Spencer barricaded herself inside her home for several hours. While there, she spoke by telephone to a reporter from the Evening Tribune, who had been randomly calling numbers around that neighborhood. Spencer told the reporter her motive for the shooting, telling the reporter, "I don't like Mondays. This livens up the day."
Yes? Have you heard of this shooting that's going on? This insane shooter?
I am the insane shooter. I don't like Mondays, and this livens up the day.
Brenda asks the stunned reporter if he hates Mondays too, then tells him she needs to hang up. She's got to get back to her shooting.
I want to shoot more. I'm having too much fun.
I don't like Mondays. Tell me why I don't like Mondays.
Bob Geldof read about the incident when the news story came out in the campus radio station at Georgia State University in Atlanta. He was particularly struck by Spencer's claim that she did it because she did not like Mondays. The song, released in July 1979, hit #1 in the UK, and it was the band's biggest hit in Ireland, but in the States it did not make it in the top 40. However, it still received radio play despite the Spencer family's efforts to prevent it.
Silicon chip inside her head gets switched to overload. And nobody's gonna go to school today. She's gonna make them stay at home.
Geldof later claimed, quote, that Spencer wrote to me saying she was glad she had done it because it made her famous, which is not a good thing to live with, end quote. Spencer denies ever contacting Geldof. Spencer surrendered and left the house, reportedly after being promised a Burger King meal by negotiators. Wow, really? Really? Spencer was charged as an adult. She pleaded guilty in 2 counts of murder and assault with a deadly weapon. On April 1980, the day after she turned 18, she was sentenced to 25 years to life in prison. In 1993, she became eligible for hearings to consider her suitability for parole. Spencer said that she had been on drugs and alcohol at the time of the crime and was hallucinating. However, on the day of the crime, she was drug tested and all tests came back negative. Spencer also claimed that her father beat her and sexually abused her, but he said the allegations were not true. And the parole board chairman said that as she did not previously tell anyone about these allegations, he doubted her verdict. I don't know if those allegations are true or false. However, Spencer claimed that she was drunk and hallucinating, which I have a hard time believing.
Do you remember loading the gun? Do you remember pointing the gun?
I remember looking out and seeing like commando types sneaking up on the house and stuff, and I don't remember actually going in and getting the rifle and loading it up, but I remember seeing them and being real scared and terrified.
In the footage of her being arrested and put into the police car, she doesn't look like she came out of a club drunk. In her comments to the reporter saying that she don't like Mondays in This Lives Up Today, and many other disturbing comments she has made that I won't mention in this video, I have an extremely hard time believing her. It just seems like she's not taking responsibility for her actions. Many of these monsters like to plead innocent due to insanity, but make these sort of comments to other people or have a manifesto which proves that they premeditated the whole thing. She had many hearings over the years about her suitability for parole, but they all have been denied. Her next one is next year in 2025. In my personal opinion, with her lack of responsibility and empathy to her crimes, I don't think she has a place in this world outside of the cage. This case is considered the first modern-day school shooting, and now these days, we can't even count how many times this has happened.
Don't like Mondays, don't wanna shoot. Ooh, the whole day down.
Thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and keep post notifications on. Leave any suggestions down below in the comments. It can be music, it can be movies, it can be short films, it could be whatever. See you guys in the next one. Stay safe. Bye.
There's no way to detach ourselves from what's happened today.